Hi friends, how are you all doing? Good? Yeah, it's a pleasant time today. You can hear the birds chirping. Yeah. Okay, so let's come to our topic. So today we'll talk about the Sanatan Dharma. So what is this Sanatan Dharma actually? Well, it's a common practice. It's followed by many individuals worldwide. Suppose I'll tell you the features of a Sanatani. So you have heard of many people who say that yeah, I wake up daily on a routine basis. I wake up at dawn, then get into my daily activities, freshen up, taking a bath, then going to or getting to into daily chores, then getting involved in meditation, worshipping nature, the elements of nature such as the water, the air, the fire, all the elements that are needed for survival. And they feed on, vegetarian products. They consume vegetarian products as they consider every life to be important on this planet. And that's very, something that must be appreciated because, being a Sanatani is absolutely difficult in the sense that following the rules of all the nature's law, right? And the Sanatanis, they have a balanced diet as well. Yeah, so that's what. So when we feed on these plants, now there are some people who mock these Sanatani, saying that oh, even the plants feel hurt, they cry. Plants do have pain. Yeah, they do have pain because but the pain they suffer is relatively less, compared to the animals which are being slaughtered deliberately. A tiger being slaughtered for its skin, or the animals such as the chicken or any kind of other animals that are being intentionally slaughtered. We know, we see it with our own eyes, right? Them bleeding and crying for help. But we human itself can save them, but we don't. Why? Because it's a habit, some like continuing the illegal act by slaughtering the innocent creature. Now, yeah, talking about the plants. Now, the plants do sense pain, but the pain is relatively less. Now, I'll tell you how the plant feels. Suppose you have your favorite accessories, right? Now, what the plant produces is the fruit. Yeah, maybe mango, the berries, or what to say? Yeah, the apple, strawberry, anything, vegetables, tomato, anything. Okay. Now, yeah. Now, with reference to humans, we'll speak. I'll give you an example. Now, you have a favorite accessory. This is like how the plant feels. Okay, now I'm coming to that. Yeah, so now if you have the accessories, suppose say you have the mobile phone, the any kind of any gadgets, playing video games, those gadgets, or the smartwatch, yeah, some of them it's lost. How you would feel? You feel disheartened, right? Oh, you feel very bad. But do you stop over there? No, you look for an alternative, right? And you get it. And again, that grief is gone, grief has disappeared, and everything is normal. Same happens to the plant. When it loses the fruit, it feels a bit disheartened, but it's replaced by even new one that's even more prosperous. But that doesn't mean the fruit which is gone is below average, nothing like that. But it gets a new offspring because anything that has something to contribute to the welfare of the living beings, they have to have some kind of effort, right? Now human beings or animals, when they reproduce new ones, they too take a tremendous effort, right? They suffer immense pain. Yeah, so there is a moral duty, and that is the moral duty is followed by the Sanatanis, which is very appreciable. So there are people who mock the Sanatanis, saying, "Oh, such practice. What is the use of this practice?" That's because the people who mock them, they find this. process to be complicated, they find they feel it to be very, you know absolutely something very difficult to follow, right? Because they feel it's not their cup of tea. They just brush it off, saying that, oh, it's totally different, it's something else, nothing like that. So if you want to be a Sanatani, you go ahead. You don't think about what others might say. Okay then, friends, that's what I want to tell. Okay then, bye.